any challenge that we face in our life, John was there for us.
You're always smiling, and if I hadn't seen you for 5 years, it was just like I hadn't seen you since yesterday.
I really call John and I respect him as a gentle giant.
He has always been there for students.
35 years of service award, an award that not so many people get. So, John. Thanks for your time. It's impossible to appreciate the impact of those 35 years, but I'm sure next week or the week after we're going to be feeling the loss. So,
I had jet black hair when I started here. No, you know, I just look at, I've had I would call it 3 generations of faculty that I worked with over the years. It was so much fun back in the days. We built these huge experiments. And Pat Pedro was one of these guys that just scared the beeswax out of me. We get into the lab, and Pat's there, well, let's turn it on and see what happens. God, you don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to be here. So, you know, and it was things like that that made it interesting. It made it real interesting, and you know, and it's been quite the ride. Had quite the life here, and I think what hit me the hardest is with us losing Kelvin. Kelvin really was he turned into just a neat, great friend, and it makes me realize what's important. Because one of the things he and I had conversations about was retirement. I'm not going to miss the work, but I'm going to miss the people. Let's just put it that way. My advice to you all is just take each day as it comes, and you embrace it, you make the most of it, you go home and love your family. Thank you for the opportunity.
Know him, and John's just been a great support helping me in my getting started here, and so it's been great to get to know you, John, so thank you.
If any challenge that we face in our life, John was there for us. And his standard mantra, I'm sure I'll screw it up, but somewhere along the lines of, life comes first, this place just affords us a salary. Whenever somebody had to deal with something, John was always there and would do anything he could for us. That we had a manager that truly supported us and nurtured us and wanted to see us succeed. I've seen him push people to their degrees because he wanted them to finish and bend over backwards so that they could cross that finish line. John had a way of making people feel respected and heard and appreciated.
That it was truly a pleasure to work for you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Played flag football. In fact, I met him when I was working on my Apple IIe computer that I think I was using for Casey's class. But ever since then, I've appreciated that John's been ready, willing, and able to help students in need. And I was a student in need, and in the last, I guess I've known you ever since. And just his ability to maintain a level of energy to help students, mostly, also faculty and staff, was appreciated. And I think generations of students associate John with the department. So there'll be a lot of people missing your presence.
Boy, look at all these people. They're all so happy to see him leave. I've been working on him for a while. It's about time. John, I don't know if to his face or behind, was known as JR. But then after a while, I found out that he didn't really like that.
It took a long time.
I know.
It took us a long time to get
Oh, John called me, I think it was on a Saturday or something, and says, hey Tasha, a great friend of mine passed away. Can I come to see you? John shows up with the tears in his eyes, so I hug him, and I have no idea who's this friend that has passed away. Well, it ended up being his dog. So I hugged him, and we both just started crying on each other's shoulders so much. And I told him that I understand exactly what you're going through. But as a great friend, and as also as a great human being and a gentle soul, he's accepted things. He accepts people as who they are. And as they say, the classic saying that he'll give the shirt off his back. He'll give his clothes to you the day like this and go out there naked without clothes if you need it.
Predictable, just like Tosh said, you're always smiling, and if I hadn't seen you for 5 years, it was just like I hadn't seen you since yesterday. Now he's one of my best friends, but he's everybody's friend, and I just thank him for the time. And it ain't over, buddy.
And I want you to know a couple things about John. Yes, he always scolded students about not taking food and drink into the labs, but John was probably the biggest proponent of our students of anyone in Newton. He has always been there for students, right? Furthermore, I don't know if, I can't understand why you do this. Tosh spoke of his generosity, but John and I were having dinner there one night at Swilley's One, and for whatever reason, and why did you do this again? He comes over and he tells us, "We've paid for your dinner." Just like that. And there are a lot of memories. We've had some really tough ones, haven't we, John?
Yeah.
With losses that we've had, right? But it's been I'm gonna miss you. Thank you for all your support over the years.
Thank you, Shara.